Greetings, my thrifting friends. Okay, well, I am here in Enfield, and last time I was here, I'm at the Enfield Goodwill. Last time I was here, I had some really great luck. So it feels like it's going to be promising. Like, hopefully I can find some nice artwork, maybe some Easter things. I'm really hoping I can find some seasonal stuff. I'm not going to look for any more Valentine's Day, obviously, but if I can start finding some really nice spring Easter stuff, that would be amazing. And maybe some beautiful collectible glass. I've been really lucky storing that lately, but hey, one can never have too much. All right, let's take a look. Whenever I am at this particular Goodwill, I always stop at their glass case right when you first walk in and check it out. Today it had some beautiful things. This is overpriced at $19.99. It's a made in China. It is blue and white. It's very beautiful, but definitely not old. Yeah. This, however, is what I'm more interested in, my coveted blue willow. This is the good stuff. It's the Royal Vintonware. So a lot of it's made all over the place. $7. That's a really good price for that. If you collect blue willow, definitely a good one to add to the collection. This I was really interested in. You could tell this was an older piece of flow blue, and it is. It's F. Winkle. It is the Togo pattern, but unfortunately, it's not the Togo pattern in the middle. It looked like a decorative plate. So I left it because it didn't look like a piece of actual dinnerware. It looked like, yeah, it was a commemorative plate for New York City, but this blue willow is beautiful. The blue willow platter underneath there had a ton of crazing, so I left it. This cat was amazing. I wanted to get it so bad, but when I saw the price, I definitely put it back. I mean, it's interesting. I think it is a vintage Dedham pottery piece, but the price was really high. This pink sundae, ice cream sundaes, those were cute, but again, too high priced. I found them online for less than what they were selling for there at the Goodwill. I don't collect items from Germany, Europe usually, but those were really pretty for what they were. This was interesting, I guess because Mardi Gras is right around the corner. This caught my eye. It looked very Mardi Gras. And when I turned it over, it's called Carnival. So that fits. It's definitely very carnival. I thought this would be really cute if you were having maybe a little Mardi Gras celebration. You could use these pieces on your table to kind of be just a little punch of carnival. I thought that was really cute. Maybe somebody will pick those up for that. I did notice these two Lenox swans. They are beautiful. I really wanted to get them. I found them online. I mean, they weren't bad, but it was $19.99 for both of them. So you could call it $10 a piece. So they were actually not a bad deal, but I did leave those. I kind of regret that. I think I should have gotten those. I feel bad about that. So just like if you guys are always wondering what back stamps are, this is actually a Russian back stamp. I've seen it before. So this piece was made in Russia and it had a little like one tea saucer with it. So definitely an oddball. This was a heartbreaker. I always find heartbreakers. What a beautiful ginger jar. That's what it's supposed to look like, and you can sell it for good money if it has the cover. Unfortunately, it's missing its cover, so that really detracts from the worth quite a bit, unfortunately. I've been seeing this pattern of false graft all over the place. Like every thrift store I've been to in the last week has had this Ocean Breeze stoneware in it. I saw the canister set and savers. I saw like a mixing bowl set in the Salvation Army. Now at this Goodwill, I'm seeing the mugs. I wonder if it all came from the same person. I don't know, but that's really strange. It's pretty. Just all by itself, though, unfortunately. I always pass on lusterware, but I know a lot of people do deal with it, but I always pass on it. It does not sell well for me, and I don't personally collect it. Okay, this was cool. This was a very cool thing. If you like, I guess, mid-century modern kind of thing. It doesn't sell for much online. It was only $3.99 here, but it was just so unusual. I thought, what an interesting little piece to add to somebody's vignette, you know, maybe on a bookshelf or, I don't know. It was just a very unusual piece, and I thought it was very cool. All right, I know Pyrex you shouldn't leave behind. I did leave this one behind. It was actually in excellent condition, had not been ruined by a dishwasher or anything like that, and it was a reasonable price. I mean, it was only, I think, $7.99. But I find that Pyrex is very specific now. Pyrex is kind of not, I'm not going to say it's over with, but people are very specific about what they're collecting. They're not just grabbing for anything. And I find that the solid color pieces do not do well. So I did leave that behind for maybe someone who deals in Pyrex. All right, I love pottery. They know what they have. This is full price, $25. That's too bad. This is a professional studio piece. This is not somebody's hobbyist piece. Beautiful glaze, had to leave it, way too much money. I do love this Japanese rice bowl set, miso soup set with the green tea set. Very pretty, but overpriced. Now, this was another beautiful piece. I wish I could do well with this Televara. This was actually marked Televara. This was a beautiful pedestal porcelain piece. Beautiful craftsmanship. So for those who don't know, this is like a made in Mexico piece. And yeah, they are quite stunning, but I don't do well with them. And it was priced high, $19.99. I wouldn't get more for that in my own store. So I left it behind, but it was very beautiful. These are really sweet little, they're probably European. Either that or Japan, but they look European to me, maybe. Little salt pepper shakers, very cute. Somebody donated their collection of bells. I see this all the time. Bells were such a thing. I don't think they're ever going to come back. I wonder how they became a thing. Does anybody know the history of how bells became so collectible? I mean, it was such a rage in like the 60s. It was totally a rage, but I don't know if it's ever going to come back. I don't know. Are we going to be the first to bring it back? Probably not. All right, watering cans. I didn't get this one. I didn't like the way it was high priced. If it had just been painted without that patchwork flower on the front, I definitely would have considered it. But that patchwork flower just ruined it for me. All right, this cat. Tell me this isn't the most precious blue and white little kitty cat. I had to have it. I definitely grabbed it. I think it's so cute. All right, the art aisles here were not giving, unfortunately. I didn't find... Spoiler, I didn't find any artwork, but I did browse. So let's browse if there's anything collectible in here. So this right away caught my eye. This is so 1980s. Oh my goodness. When I was growing up, I would have wanted these for my bedroom. It was totally the style. It was just stylized. It was just so Art Deco-ish. Asian meets Art Deco. It was very cool. And look, I found its mate. There's actually two of them here. I found the other one. These just really bring me back. This was definitely a style. If you know, you know. If you grew up in the 80s, that stylized Asian look was definitely a thing. All right, this was, not real. It's just a piece of paper. Because I was like, this is an original piece of art. It is, but it was literally like the paper that had been painted. All right, yeah, I'm not really seeing too much ice. This caught my eye. Look at me looking at this. I look very spooky, don't I? This was just a frame. I thought it was an entire mirror. Had this been an actual etched mirror, I would have considered it. But because it was a frame, I was like, oh, darn it. I wish this was just the mirror. That would have been so cool. All right, I am finding one of the best things in this haul. Look at this lamp. You guys, these lamps are so expensive when you find them in antique malls. It had the solid brass base. Oh, yes. I'm thrilled. I grabbed it. All right. This artwork I didn't understand the price. Why was this $15? I mean, they look at these stickers like as if they mean something. This was like a Bed Bath & Beyond crazy piece that was way overpriced, 10 years ago. All right, I'm looking at this historical piece behind here. This is cool. This is like a well-known print from Currier and Ives, Washington's Reception. And it was cool the way they had shellacked it over this piece of wood, but I left it. I don't know. Everybody's saying that, because of our, I'm not really going to get into collecting for the centennial year. I don't think it's going to be a thing. So I left it behind. That's my instinct telling me that. This was definitely an original piece of art, but I just couldn't place it. I don't know if this is Currier and Ives, Norman Rockwell, Thomas Kincaid, or just, I don't know. So I left it. All right, this is a regret. I wish I had picked this up And I'm going to tell you the reason why I didn't. I knew it was a little tea bag holder. It's super cute. But in my hands, it felt very light and very cheap, like it was some kind of Christmas tree shop thing. But then when I looked it up later, I'm like, oh, darn it. These things go for some money. It wasn't marked or anything. It just felt very hollow. Does that make any sense? Like really light and hollow. I don't know. I just left it because it didn't feel like it was good quality. Oh, well. Okay, I wanted to show you those two prints together. I did find them online. They are worth something. They're actually a very niche collectible. If you're into that, I would totally put these in my dressing room today. I did not see too much furniture that really caught my eye. Yeah, I took a walk down the aisle, but this, I would have totally gotten this had I had a place for this. This was the steal of the day. It was $15, and it was this beautiful light, probably oak maple rocking chair, probably Ethan Allen, maybe Hitchcock, but definitely a well-made, solid vintage piece. It was beautiful and very graceful. I mean, take a look at the lines of this rocking chair. It is not clunky. It's not ugly. It's beautiful. All right, I am done shopping. Look at the good stuff in this cart. I cannot wait to get home and show you. All right, we are done. I found some beautiful things, mostly blue and white. Completely not what I was expecting, but it's stunning. Somebody must have donated a really nice collection. I got some lamps. I got some figurines. And all worth it, all gorgeous. I cannot wait to show you what I got. Well, I have the most lovely haul for you guys. It is short but sweet and very chinoiserie. I hope I'm saying that correctly. I must have hit this amazingly perfect. I'm staring at my pieces. I don't have very many, but they are beautiful. So let's get into it. So anything blue and white porcelain just screams springtime, classical, beautiful, I don't know, airy, breezy. I'm sure a lot of you guys feel the same way about blue and white or chinoiserie. So I found this cat. You guys saw me grab her. She is really adorable. Now, all these pieces I paid up for them. This one was $11.99. I did have a 20% off discount that I was shopping with for this entire haul. But this Goodwill, you have to belong to their program. You have to accumulate enough points, and you have to spend at least $25. So luckily I had all of those things in place, but it's not a guaranteed discount every time you shop. I always check my points before I go. So I felt confident buying these things. Most of them are for me, but this one is for the store. So I'm sure I will do well with her. She is a beautiful little kitty cat, and just has a lovely floral design on her. She's going to look lovely in anybody's bookcase. She'd look really pretty right here in this bookcase, but I'm going to bring her to the store. So before I get into my last two pieces, which are amazing, I did pick up two decor pieces for my store. So this is just a basic, straw. I think it probably was intended for a waste paper basket, but I can totally see somebody putting a really large plant if they have like one of those really large fern type or palm type floor plants. This would look amazing. It's very IKEA looking. It didn't have a price on it, so when I brought it up, the manager put a price of $2.99 on it. So I thought that was well worth it. And I also grabbed this piece for the store. This is really interesting. I mean, it looks like a piece that might have maybe been like a Target, like a Threshold or a Studio McGee or something. But it's basically this stone bowl, and it has like a rattan or straw top. So it's nice and clean on the inside. It's just, I can see somebody using this maybe on a coffee table to kind of corral up their remotes, little things that they use, maybe their reader glasses, the current book they might be reading, whatever, on their coffee table. So I thought this was a really nice, modern, natural kind of style. I did pay $5.99 for that, but that was before my discount. But I thought this was really sweet. I think it'd be a really good addition for the store, and I think someone's going to grab this right up. I also found this gorgeous blue and white vase. I collect these vases. I have quite a collection going of these, and I'm still looking to add to it. So I definitely grabbed this one for me. I love the birds. I think that is so beautiful. Now this one is stamped made in China, but that is okay. Actually, a lot of these pieces that were made like in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, these are definitely considered vintage and very collectible. They're really getting harder and harder to find. But yeah, this one was $14.99 before my 20% off discount, but I am going to add this one to my collection. You know, unfortunately, I'm not living in a space that allows me to really display a lot of these things the way I would want to, but I'm going to add this to the collection. I do have it in a spare room. It's supposed to be like a bedroom in this house, but we just use it as just, you know, spare room for storage and that kind of thing, but it does brighten up that room. So I'm going to add this one to my vase collection. I'm going to show you what that looks like. All right, so the last two pieces I picked up were these absolutely stunning chinoiserie lamps. I mean, I was blown away when I saw them on the racks. I was like, what are these doing here? These are so beautiful. So one of them, I grabbed two. One of them is this very Asian styled one with the cutouts. This is all like punched out porcelain, and it has the rosewood base. And they came with the shades, and the shades are in perfect condition. I mean, they're not stained or dented. It's insane how beautiful these are. So they were both $24.99. Yeah, so both of them were the $24.99 before my discount, but that's okay. Well worth it. Every time I have seen these in antique malls or flea markets, you know, resale shops, they're more than that. They're definitely more than that. These usually go for like at least $50, $49 up to $69. I've seen them in person in my area. I'm sure if you get into more affluent areas or nicer and nicer antique malls, the price goes up because these are very desirable, very in demand, and absolutely stunning. I'm definitely keeping these. Not quite sure how I'm going to use them, but I think I'm going to do a room refresh here in my big living room. Yeah, it's time. I'm going to do the pillow covers, the rug under the coffee table, and my side table lamps, and I'm going to use these lamps. So I would love to show you in this video, but it's too much to try to fit into one, but look forward to that. Stay tuned, subscribe. I'm going to definitely be displaying these or using these. I'm going to be putting these to use and freshening up my great room. And this is the first one. Let me show you the second one. All right, and then this is the second one, and I love this finial on the top. So this one, instead of the rosewood, it has a brass bottom, which is stunning, absolutely stunning. This beautiful filigree brass bottom, and then the whole chinoiserie body of it is just a really beautiful bird and floral design. You can see the birds right there. I was blown away. Again, they even had the light bulbs in them. Both lamps had the light bulbs in them. It's like somebody just picked them up out of their beautiful living room and drove them to the Goodwill, and now I have them. So I'm like, I love them. I cannot wait to redo my living room. That's going to be my spring makeover. It's probably going to be, I don't know if it'll be the next video, but definitely the video after that, I'll be able to get that done, because I did order some pillow covers from Amazon. I just couldn't find enough pillow covers in the same design. So I had to order. I've been looking at Savers every single week I go, and I just can't find what I'm looking for there, but that's okay. You know, sometimes you got to mix the old with the new, and these would be way more money to find, you know, in an antique mall. I'm not saying new, I'm saying like to find these just the way they are in an antique mall flea market would be way more money. So I spent a little money on some new pillow covers and saved a ton on these beautiful chinoiserie lamps. I cannot wait to redo my living room with them. Hello, welcome back to the kitchen. All right, and happy Valentine's Day. Hopefully everybody had a really nice one. It's the day after, it's Sunday. And we are on our way down to visit John's parents in Connecticut. They live on the Bristol Farmington line. Mm-hmm. Yeah, really beautiful area. They live in a really pretty neighborhood. Anyway, John wanted to make something special for his mom for her birthday. Do you want to open this up?
Sure.
So what we decided we were going to do was, I think, a traditional babka. And we didn't have a pan to cook babka in. So normally we try to thrift, and believe me, John and I tried for weeks to thrift a bug pan. We almost found one, but it had so many scratches in it, you were like not comfortable getting it. So we broke down and got one from Amazon, and John's philosophy was, okay, if we're going to get one from Amazon, we might as well get the most extravagant, elegant, fabulous pan to do the recipe, because it's the polar opposite of thrifting it. We would just take whatever's available. So if you're going to buy it, then yeah, and I am totally on board with John's philosophy. If I do buy anything brand new, I do try to get the very nicest quality, best that we can afford. But take a look at this pan. Tell me that that's not going to make the most beautiful babka bread.
If it comes out.
It's going to come out. You're a genius, baby. It's going to come out. It's going to come out. You've got the touch. Literally the Midas touch. Look, it's gold. All right. So we're going to get started on that recipe. We're being very adventurous because we're going to make this all before we go. And then we're going to glaze it when we get there.
Yes.
Okay. So, and you're going to, what are you using for your recipe?
We're making a traditional babka piaskova, which is a sand babka.
Sand babka.
Yes. It's a funny name, but it's a name of German origin, because I guess compared to German pastries, it's very light and falls apart easily.
Okay.
As opposed to being a denser, heavier pastry.
Ew, we don't want dense and heavy. We want it to be light and lovely. So, okay, and what are you using? This book you want to show everybody? Because I know everybody wants us to like link the recipes. Honest to God, we're not kidding. Most of them come from like hardcover books that we have. So we can take a picture of it maybe if you really want the recipe. Let's see how it turns out first. And if you want the recipe, you can just email me. My email is in the description section. I would send you a picture of it or something like that.
Plus, I'll follow this recipe because it's a baked good, but all the food recipes I don't follow. I change them.
Yeah, you put them to what you, yes, I understand.
I change them to suit, yeah.
Yeah, it's like a guideline. Yeah, and that's really cool. That means you're cooking from your heart, and that's what you always cook from your heart. I love it. Okay, let's get started. finished the batter. We're waiting for the oven to heat up. And we're going to talk glaze now.
Yes.
Right? Or are we?
No, we can.
Okay. What's the glaze going to be like?
Well, to make it special for her birthday, since we're all well past candles, I figured we'd bake the babka here and then bring it over and then put the glaze on it while it's still warm right when we serve it. So it'd be like those donuts. Krispy Kreme.
Krispy Kreme donuts.
So have a nice warm glaze on it when we serve it.
I think our oven just went off too. Yep. Fantastic. It's preheated.
So we're going to use some of these Ghirardelli chocolates. The recipe says to melt them with half a stick to 1 stick of butter.
Butter, okay.
And then add in some water to get it to the right consistency.
That's going to be nice and smooth.
Now, since we're back to cooking, I'm changing the recipe again.
Okay.
And we're going to use the chocolate, just the half stick of butter.
Okay.
And no water. We're going to add
no water.
Screwball peanut butter whiskey.
We're going to add flavor instead.
So that we have like a peanut butter chocolate glaze on the
How many of you guys have tried this before? Not sponsored. It tastes like a Reese's peanut butter cup. So if you like that flavor, this is amazing over ice. We have it as like, is the correct term an aperitif?
Yeah, cordial.
Cordial.
Aperitif.
That's really the word I was looking for. So we'll have it as a cordial. All right, so we're going to pour the batter into this pan. But before we do, John's going to give us tips on how to get it out of this beautiful pan, hopefully easier.
Well, in Poland, they'll do different things. Number one, in Poland, a babka pan traditionally is ceramic, not a cast iron pan. But they will grease it. They'll put parchment paper in the bottom of it so that they can get it out, or they'll butter it up and then sprinkle it with breadcrumbs.
Okay.
And then add it so that will make an easy release.
Okay.
But we're going to try a baking non-stick. And what makes it non-stick for baking, and they even put a picture of a bunt on there, is there's actually flour in here, which probably makes it flammable as all living.
Oh, I'm sure. So it's flour and oil.
Yeah.
So it's an aerosol. It's an aerosol flour and oil. So you need the flour to create like a micro space, so that it doesn't adhere to this whole design. So that's why you need, so instead of trying to just brush it in there and flour it, if you have a spray, you have a good chance of getting it nice and even.
We actually bought this because there's an industrial one called, I want to say it's like the little oven, the Easy Bake. It's something called something like that.
Easy Bake or something, yeah.
But that's what food service uses, and then I didn't even know they made it, but Pam apparently makes like a commercial version of it.
All right, well, let's hope it works because this is such a beautiful pan. I want my cake to look just like that. All right, let's get her in the oven. All right, so we're at the moment of truth. Just a reminder, we're going to be using this vintage cake plate that you guys saw me thrift at Savers a week or so ago. So fingers crossed. Wish us
It
luck.
did come out slightly raised.
Oh, the cake.
Yep.
All right. Ooh. All right. Let's pray. Oh wow, you guys! Look at that. Oh man, that is so pretty. Baby, you did a great job. Look at that.
All those nice little features to hold the glaze when you put it
Oh
on.
man, that is so lovely. All right, well, we're going to transport this down to John's folks. We're going to make the glaze there. We'll show you. And what a lovely cake. You did a great job. I think it came out awesome.
Thank you, baby.
Oh, you're welcome. All right, well, I'm sure it tastes as amazing as it looks. All right. Well, let's start its transportation journey. Wish us luck on that too.